What is going on, guys? We are back with another video on Madden 20. Of course, we're in our Salt Lake City Flyers Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. I'm laughing a little bit because we are streaming this live on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Maybe follow, take a look. We do a decent bit of streams. Before, couldn't say that with a straight face. Now, kinda, right? A little bit. But we're obviously going to take a look at the stats and awards. That's kind of what we're doing. Of course, look at this division. Did really well. You can see here the Cardinals are on top of us right now, which is, hey, that's where I like my birds. But, hey, that was kind of like a British joke, right? Because they call women birds. And, you know, a little sneaky 6.5 out of 10 joke. I don't know. They might have actually won the division. We're about to find out literally right now. So let's take a look. If we have a wild card game, that would be quite awkward. Ooh. We also have a breakout. We did not win the division. Did they really? What did they do? It must have been like something to do with similar games. Did we not have the same exact Ooh. But we have the tiebreaker, no? Did EA just do a glitchy? Oh, we did lose to the Cardinals. There must have been some sort of tiebreaker. We had the more points on them, though. I did not know we were not going to win the division. That is something. Of course, we're still going to take a look at the stats and awards and whatnot, but yeah, it's safe to say Jordan Love is the league MVP, right? And he's going to be an X factor. But, hey, here we are. Jordan Love, 5,277 yards, 45 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 71% completion percentage. Really good season. Of course, near the second portion of the season, we definitely were throwing picks left and right, basically like Josh Allen. Josh Adams, he got hurt. Oh, my, no. I can't really, guarantee we would have gotten to 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns, but there was a good chance if he didn't get hurt that would have happened. Unfortunately, got hurt too early, and basically there's your stat line. We did get 3 receivers, almost 4, into the 1,000-yard category number. However, with the lack of touchdowns from Metcalf and Judy, neither of them will be reaching X Factor, it would appear, which kind of sucks. Of course, Rager low on the touchdown list as well. As far as blocking goes, yeah, Michael Onwenu, I'm just going to guess that was an anomaly, right? That was just somehow the stats didn't register because those blocking stats are terrible. Looking at the tackles, though, surprisingly high numbers considering, we actually played the games and it was only 10-minute quarters. 131 tackles for Burke Irvin, Ashton with 112, Stevens with 100. Could see an X factor for Burke Irvin. Maybe that's even the breakout. And then Ashton Davis, maybe the same. We'll see. As far as sack totals go, really brutal season. Myles Garrett with 15 sacks, and hell, he had 2 just about coverage sacks last game, so not a great season at all. And, when you look outside of that, it's even worse. Looking at the actual picks on the season, Monty Rice, who missed, how many games was it? 3, probably? 3 games, had 10 interceptions. He forced how many fumbles? Forced 2 fumbles. He had 2 interceptions for touchdowns, I believe. Maybe one was a recovered fumble. I don't know. Stevens with 9 picks. Ball hawk, even though he's a little slow, ball hawk for sure. How many fumbles did he force? Was it the same? Yeah, 2 fumble forces. Looking at the rest of the picks, nothing really too special at all. Joey Sly got blocked once, missed 2 outside of that. Extra points, only 1 missed, and it was blocked in last game's sim, of course. Cody Grace, 54.2 yards per punt. Pretty good stuff. Kick returns, nothing really too amazing to show. Did we have a single kick return or punt return touchdown? I guess we didn't. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, Monty Rice might have missed 3.5 games because, of course, at the end of the day, it does matter that he probably got taken out early. I can't really remember. But looking at the season stats for everyone, you can see here, Jordan Love, 5,200 yards, way above the rest. They're 44, 44, 42. Tannehill up on the list. That's really interesting. As far as touchdowns go, though, Lamar Jackson with 41 big ones. Mahomes with 36. Yeah, the numbers really aren't... they're good numbers, but obviously when you compare them to Jordan Love, they're just not comparable. As far as the lowest actual pick, record or season stats goes, technically goes to Derek Carr, but his yards were a little low. Same with Herbert. Herbert and Allen had pretty good seasons, though. Josh Allen, obviously, great season, but the yards are a little low. Love was, just a slinger. As far as completion percentage goes, this is kind of an off stat to look at because, Madden ratings, they're all over the place. No team. No, you got an average of 100 passer rating for pretty much everyone in the league here. Sim's quite a bit of a weird one. As far as the longest in the season goes, Love at 87, a couple very close. Yards per attempt, Love with 12, Wilson with 9.3. So, of course, Love very high above the rest. Now looking at the rushing numbers, Zeke with 1,600 yards, Mixon with 1,450 for Barkley. There's, somebody asked where Barkley went. Chiefs. He's on the Chiefs. Dalvin to the Seahawks with Mahomes. We already knew that. Leonard Fournette, 1,300 yards. I mean, as far as the touchdowns go, McCaffrey had some numbers, but overall, rushing numbers weren't huge for touchdowns. Some okay numbers. As far as fumbles go, down year for Love on fumbles, which is good. A lot of fumbles from us, but overall, the league took care of the ball pretty nicely. Broken tackles, number 1 goes to Mr. Leonard Fournette, Mark Ingram. A lot of power backs, a lot of big guys. Where the hell is Josh Adams? Is he not on the list because he's injured? 27 Maine. Average that per game. Oh, only 27 broken tackles, but led the league in yards after contact. Sure, man. Longest run of the season goes to Dalvin with a 98-yard run. That's pretty much all you can really look at there. Receiving, Dawson Knox, the number 1 guy for yards. Judy, number 2 for yards. A lot of good numbers for our guys at receiving. Metcalf, of course, it was just a big season for Love in general. Looking at the receptions, 98 for Goddard, 93 for Mike. So a couple of guys, near 100. Looking at the touchdowns, Jarvis Landry with 15. And a couple of decently high numbers for receiving guys. Really wish we would have got Metcalf and Judy to 10 each, because obviously very good chance we would have had X Factor for both of those guys. As far as you run after the catch goes, we didn't really have that many numbers. Judy's kind of up there, I guess. Longest reception of the season went to Metcalf. A couple other guys in the 80s. That's about it. They don't show drops. I thought it was going to be who had the best drops. Well, the least amount of drops, I suppose. A couple of really good names in the receiving yards per reception average, which, we had a couple of that. Do we really want to look at this number? Because we basically own everyone. Oh, Eric Fisher's there. Okay, we got a couple of guys outside of our own that made that list. As far as defense goes, we're just going to pay attention to the sack totals. Aaron Donald with 28. I would assume that smashed the previous record. I don't know what it was. Maybe he broke it already earlier on. Let's take a look at picks now. Monty Stevens, Cunningham with 5. Glenn Diggs, a couple of guys with 5. Who had the most forced fumbles? Probably some sort of safety, right? Ronnie Harrison, Roquan. Touchdowns, probably one of our guys. Yeah, a couple of our guys. Kicking now, I don't know if anyone would have been better than Sly. Did have a couple of misses this season. But as far as percentage goes, a couple of guys that were up there. I would say Song was probably the best in the season, right? Probably, right? As far as punting goes, who had the best average? Jordan Berry and Gillian just barely above Grace. Kick returners, any touchdowns? No? Okay, that's 1 touchdown. That's about it. That's unfortunate. Rondale Moore, no punt return. So those are the stats. And now let's take a look at the award. Actually, first, let's take a look at this. We were number 1 in yardage. How much by? Not by much. A couple of teams right behind the Lions. Of course, Lamar Jackson had a very good season at 14-2. Just a little bit under our yards. Who had the most rushing? We weren't that high. We were high. We were what was that? Maybe 12, 14? 1,800 yards. Passing yards, we obviously had the most. Passing touchdowns, we had the most. Rushing touchdowns, not even close to the most, 8 to 10. Defensive numbers, we probably gave up a lot of yards, didn't we? Where are we? Were we dead last? We were 4th in most yards given up. The question is, who gave up the most points, though? As far as points go, we were pretty bad, actually. We were the 20th in points. But picks, smoked them. Fumbles, pretty close. Sacks, decent, but not the highest at all. And that's pretty much that for that. Let's take a look at the award. Let's first take a look at Player of the Week. Stevens, Player of the Week. Maybe Stevens is the guy with the breakout. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, no, Stevens is Superstar. I don't think he is X Factor. MVP of the league, Jordan Love. We already knew that was going to happen, but this is going to be a decent little push towards getting that 95 overall for next season. Obviously, very good chance he gets the X Factor, because if he doesn't get it, I don't know if anyone ever will. Coach of the Year, unfortunately, we were number 4 with Sean McVay. Looking at the other awards, Jordan Love, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year obviously goes to Donald, but Rice, Stevens, a couple other guys on our team right behind. Rookie of the Year, I don't remember who we had. The fullback, McDougal. Okay, dude. As far as rookies on defense goes, Noah Hall, not really a great season. Love, best QB. Best running back, Josh Adams at number 8. Wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy at number 4. Metcalf at number 8. Of course, if tight ends counted, Knox would have been way up on the number 1. Onwenu only gave up 0 sacks. Number 3 on the offensive lineman list. Only one on our list. Seems like he was the only good lineman all year. Avery was decent, but obviously a little bit of consistency issues. Myles Garrett gets best D-Lineman award. And that might be it for D-line. Linebacker, of course, Monty Rice. Even with the 3, maybe 4, technically 3.5, 4 games out, still wins it. Ben Burkervin gets number 5 for linebacker. Best DB, Stevens, best in the league. Ashton at 4. And then Jair barely sneaks in at number 10. And then Joey Sly. Do we give this man X Factor? What do you guys think? Do we give him X Factor? I don't know. Let's do our training. Take a look at the breakout. Look at the awards, and then we'll call that a video because, of course, we still have to stream/record the wild card, which I did not expect to have. I don't know if you guys did. I thought it was just kind of graphical glitch. The Cardinals are leading the division. That's kind of funny, dude. But do we give Sly X Factor? First ever kicker X Factor? Maybe we give that to... Nah, we shouldn't give it to Tucker. He's a little too old now. We're going to give Sly X Factor. Kicker of the year again. Come on now. It really does nothing for him, but it sure as hell looks cool. Superstar X Factor kicker. That's kind of beastly. Do we have upgrades? First thing we'll do, breakout player. Is it going to be Burr? Okay, now, I've had a lot of disappointments in life, right? When I looked in the mirror and saw my pecker, that was one of the top disappointments. But this is very high up. Like, this is right there. Like, I mean... That is really close. I don't know. I don't like it. Oh, my Lord. Ronald Jones. Of all the players they could have given it to, there's a good chance we do probably get it because we are going to need to run the ball a decent bit to win, I would say. But I don't care. Like, it's Ronald Jones. Like, fair enough. It's better than no breakouts, I suppose, like we had a few weeks. Who do we go for at running back? Andy Isabella's there. Daryl Henderson, what's his carrying ability? He's actually a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Could go Bo to literally like 1-for-1 replace Josh Adams. Ooh, that could be our nice little power back. What's his carrying? 86 carrying. Let's take a look at the injuries of the two. I think it's going to be between Bo and Daryl. Bo is a little scary. Yeah, we're going to go Daryl Henderson. Gotta go Daryl. Could sign Bo on top of it anyways. Let's take a look at the speed, though, just for the hell of it. Anyone big? Bengals looking for the speed on the ground for sure. Jay Whitaker. I can't believe they gave Ronald. Like, what did Ronald even do? Did he have a touchdown? The hell does he even deserve? I don't even know. But we have our running backs, I suppose. We'll do our upgrades real quick, and then, that's pretty much it. Ben McDougal with the best fullback of the year. Obviously, we're going to be forcing it on the blocking stats. Makes it Bo Jackson. McDougal, definitely going to be one of the best fullbacks. Was he actually the best fullback? If he made the Pro Bowl, we'll bump him to star. Because you literally can't dev up kickers, punters, O-line, or kicker, or fullback. No, we already said kicker. Already said the one. All right, Jerome, you're awesome. Hey, go Saints, I appreciate it, bro. Scored on the option. Oh, yeah, that's true. Slim Cat is all about it, he knows. I do remember that now. The speed off the edge. In fairness, great play, but was that alone enough? I mean, I guess to be fair... In the terms of breakout, like, I don't know. Jacoby Stevens, Excel 1, Agility 1, Pursuit 2. Fullback Nation, anyone? Yeah, I mean, if he is, ooh. That's a really good upgrade, actually. 91 hit power now without the boost, and obviously 93 with. Man-to-man, Jair doesn't really need man coverage. I'm just going to actually go slot. He's probably going to, he's going to lose his in the zone thingy, scheme fit, but... Ooh, a speed upgrade for the man they call Jair. 94s. I thought he was already like 94, 95. Yikes. Ashton Davis doesn't really need zone, but I've had really bad luck with run support type upgrades. 25 for Ashton. Okay, man. Power for Onwenu. I think finesse is our next step, right? Yeah, finesse is terrible. Watch this terrible upgrade. I mentioned in my wish list video, O-line upgrades need to be better. In fairness, this is actually one of our better ones, but you seen the overall did an upgrade, and I don't know. I guess to be fair, that wasn't a bad upgrade. Short route, yeah, we're just going to go route running. We need release. Release is the big one for receivers, and it takes ages. Absolutely ages. All right, Jerry Jeudy. Looking pretty good. You're obviously going to be the man for the playoffs. Cody Grace, is he 99 kick power? He's 98. Might as well keep going kick power. Why not? You can still get an accuracy. Oh. Oh, Cody Grace. Back-to-back upgrades, back-to-back kick power. The man is now 99 kick power. We could make an argument to put him in X Factor, but he hasn't been as... He's good, but Joey Sly's been absolutely on another level. Like, he literally is like the next coming of, you know, Justin Tucker, of course. Who remembers Troy on this team? Yeah, Troy. Been a while, but Troy's that guy. I think they might actually add X Factor 11 this year. I don't know if that's true or not, but they probably should. Like, there are linemen that are that good that can completely change the game. You know, you lose them and the game completely changes because you don't have that safety on the left side. He did get the Pro Bowl, so we're going to upgrade him to star right now. Everyone's so yelly right now. I get it. I'll make him star. Damn it. But that's pretty much it. We got our upgrades. We're now an 87 overall team. This team is definitely ready for the playoffs. The question is, will we have enough power at the running back position? You can see we have lost a lot of names. Ronald Jones is the new starter. Darrell Henderson at backup with Rose there. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But anyways, that's pretty much that. Next video will obviously be, well, next video / stream thingy will obviously be the wildcard game. Hopefully we get a bit of luck. At least, like, we can't go 1-0. We have to at least win 1 or 2 games, right? We can't just lose in the wildcard round after a really good season. Loved his prime. He's primed for it. Of course, can't wait for the Super Bowl because obviously he'll become an X Factor, which will be really something, especially with all that XP. But anyways, that is going to be the video. That hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stats and awards were, I mean, they're interesting to me. I don't know if they're interesting to you guys. Anyways, hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!